Now we're going to be looking at the we do problems. So you should have tried these. Now you're watching the video to get the solution. So we're looking at the function f of x equals x squared minus 2 on the interval -1 to 3. So we could be starting at -2. And then we'll be at -1. And we do 2 squared is 4 minus 2, so that'll put us at 2. So we're looking at a parabola that looks like this. It's our f of x, and we're looking at the interval -1 to 3. So from -1 to 3. Oh geez, my graph needs to go further. So if I'm going up here, the whole point would be 3, and when you plug 3 in, then that's 7. So we've got a secant line here that looks like that. And we're looking for the average rate of change, or the slope of the secant line on the interval -1 to 3. We got f of 3 minus f of -1 over 3 minus -1. F of 3 is 7 minus f of -1, which is -1. And we got 3 minus -1, or 4. It's going to be 8/4, or 2. All right, now we've got an application problem. So we've got an object that travels in a straight line according to the formula x equals 3t squared minus 2t plus t, and plus 1 for the interval 0 to 8. Find the object's average velocity given that time. So an important thing to note here is x is not in the input, x is actually our output. So if we're thinking in terms of x and y, x would be our output, or our y here. Our input is t. So that's kind of funky, and it might mess with our brains a little bit. All right. So we're looking for the average rate of change on the interval 8 to 0. And this is going to be our average velocity. Because it's the change in position over the change in time. So I've got 3 times 8 squared minus 2 times 8 plus 1 minus 3 times 0 squared minus 2 times 0 plus 1, all divided by 8 minus 0. So 8 squared is 64 times 3 is 192 minus 16 plus 1, and then we've got 0, 0, and plus 1 divided by 8, which gives us 178 over 8. 2 goes into both, so that becomes 89 over 4. And our this is our velocity. It doesn't give us units, so we can't put a unit on there. And that's it, folks.